In the last lecture, we have seen radial probability distribution curves. Yeah. Is it visible, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
What is the importance of radial probability distribution curves? It helps us to know about the probability of finding the electron along the radius. As you go or as you move away from the nucleus, what is the probability of finding the electron along the radius in any given orbital or in any given subshell? You have different wave equations for different orbitals. 1s के लिए अलग होगा, 2s के लिए अलग रहेगा, 2p के लिए अलग रहेगा. But p के अंदर px, py, pz. These three will be having the same wave function. Okay, you won't be having a different wave function. Px, py, pz, as they are degenerate orbitals, they will be having the same wave function. Okay. So we have seen the wave functions for 1s and 2s, or else in our NCERT textbook, the wave functions of 1s and 2s are given. With only wave function, you won't be getting any information if you do psi square. If you do psi square, you will be getting probability density, which is probability upon volume. If you want to find the probability, I need to multiply the probability density function with the volume. The volume is nothing but the volume of a thin shell. As the function is not a constant, we are trying to find the probability in each and every thin shell. Then we will be adding the probabilities in all the thin shells in order to make the final probability as 95%. Because the orbital is defined as where the probability of finding the electron is maximum. That particular probability, we usually take it as 95 to 98%. Okay. Yeah. Others also, please put your video on. So if you multiply the probability density function with the volume of that particular element, you will be getting the probability in that particular region. Psi jo hai, it is a function of r, theta and phi in terms of polar coordinates. You can split this into two different parts. One is the radial part and the remaining angular part. Psi of r into psi of theta phi. We are interested only in the radial probability, hence I am multiplying psi square of r into volume. We understood the importance of integration. In the first example, we have seen how to calculate the volume of the sphere. The volume of the sphere can be calculated by integrating volumes of all thin spherical shells. Agreed? We have taken a thin spherical shell, which is at a radius of, or which is at center. So its surface area becomes 4 pi r square. If the thickness is dr, which is infinitesimally small, matlab it is very, very small, hence I can consider r plus dr as almost equal to r only. So if dr is the thickness and 4 pi r square is the surface area, the volume will become surface area times the thickness 4 pi r square dr. Agreed? This is the volume of this thin shell. You can construct several such thin shells. If you add the volumes of all those thin shells, you will be getting the volume of the sphere. Adding is nothing but integrating. Okay. So integral 4 pi r square dr, where the value of r range from 0 to capital R. Okay. Integral x bar n dx is x bar n plus 1 upon n plus 1. So integral r square dr will be r cube upon 3. If you substitute the limits, upper limit minus the lower limit, you get 4 by 3 pi r cube. This is the volume of the sphere. If I want to find the mass of the sphere, I need to know the density as well. In the first case, we have taken constant density. Matlab throughout the region, the density is constant. So if you know the volume of the thin shell, the volume multiplied by its density will give you the mass. Agreed? So we got the mass of thin shell as rho into 4 pi r square dr. This is mass of thin shell. If you add masses of all such thin shells, you will be getting the entire mass. So the entire mass becomes integral 0 to r 4 pi r square rho dr. I hope this is clear to everyone. Rho is a constant, 4 pi is a constant. So integral r square dr is again r cube upon 3. Substituting the limits, you will get 4 by 3 pi r cube into rho. Without integrating also, we can directly say density is nothing but mass times volume. That is valid because the density is constant. If the density is not constant, हमको करना क्या चाहिए? Individual elements का mass find करके उन सबको add करना चाहिए. Okay, that is standard method. We can do even though if the density is constant or not a constant. Okay. Third example में we have taken density as a variable. It is varying as rho upon r. मतलब if the radius is very less, the density is very high, or else the mass that will be concentrated will be more. As you go away from the nucleus, what happens to r? R increases. If r increases, what will happen to the density? Decreases. Okay. So in this case, the density is a function of r. So at each and every element, you need to find individually the mass, and then you need to integrate it. The mass will become volume times density, 4 pi r square dr times rho by r. So अभी आप हमको एक नया फंक्शन आया मास का. You will be integrating this from 0 to capital R, which will give you 4 pi rho constant है. Integral r dr is r square upon 2. Substituting the limits, you will be getting r square upon 2. 2 cancel होके 2 pi rho r square. ऐसा कुछ मिला हमें. Okay. ये सब क्यों पढ़ा? Just to understand what we are doing in integration. Okay. What we actually require is calculating the probability in a thin shell. How to calculate the probability in a thin shell? By multiplying the volume of the thin shell with the probability density function. What is the probability density function? Psi square r. Okay. So the probability in thin shell becomes integral 0 to r, मतलब वो जो shell end होने तक 4 pi r square dr times psi square r. We don't have the function psi of r or psi square r. Hence, we are analyzing this graphically. Okay. हमने कुछ calculation नहीं किया. We are just analyzing this graphically. So just remember the analysis how we are doing it. In the exam, the questions they ask will be directly for NEET. NEET के लिए एक ही question आता है. Which of the following is the graph of 1s, psi of 1s? You need to just see for this particular graph and you need to mark that answer. Which of the following is the graph of psi of 2s? You need to mark this. Okay. Which of the following is graph of psi square of 1s? You are simply doing square of all these values. So in सबका values बढ़ जाएंगे, square करेंगे. So the nature of the graph will remain same, but these values will be different. Okay. The nature of the graph won't be changing. इस graph में you are having some negative values. Okay. So if you are doing square of it, the negative will become positive. So this is the psi square function, probability density. Okay. Clear है? That psi square function multiplied by volume 4 pi r square dr. Dr is a constant, hence I am not multiplying it with dr here. Y is equals to mx square or y is equals to x square ka graph. It looks something like this. So I need to multiply these two functions in order to get the probability. Agreed? Okay. इसमें हमने logic क्या लगाया? ये जो function है, this is a decreasing function and this function is an increasing function. If you are multiplying a decreasing function with an increasing function, the overall function can be decreasing, can be increasing. It depends upon whichever graph is dominant. If the decreasing graph is dominant, the overall graph will be a decreasing function. If the increasing graph is dominant, the overall function will be an increasing function. Agreed? उसमें हमने और भी एक बात कहा. Initially, this particular graph is dominant. Later on, this particular graph becomes dominant. Initially, this is decreasing at a slower rate. This is increasing at a faster rate. Later on, this is increasing at a slower rate. This is decreasing at a faster rate. Okay. Agreed. So initially क्या है? It is an increasing function. Later on, as this is dominating, it becomes decreasing. Is that clear? Everyone?
Yes, sir.
So in the final probability, of 1s graph, if you observe, there is one particular radius where the probability of finding the electron is maximum. That particular point is called as radius of maximum probability. And it was found to be 0.529 angstroms, which is the radius of first orbit of hydrogen atom. Okay? Clear है? Apart from this point, you have probability of finding the electron this side as well as this side. That is because of the uncertainty. You cannot precisely say electron will be residing here. There will always be some error. उस error को incorporate करके इस side और इस side भी electron रहेगा. With some probabilities बात करेंगे.
Sir,
Okay? Yeah, tell me, Amit Raj.
sir, in the previous graph, you said psi square is constantly decreasing.
Constantly decreasing?
No,
Yeah, it is
exponentially decreasing.
exponentially decreasing. Yeah.
So, sir, it is decreasing with respect to what exactly?
With respect to radius.
As radius increases, it decreases.
Yeah, as radius increases, the probability density is decreasing. This is R. X-axis is R. Y-axis is probability density. Everyone. Okay? On the x-axis, you have R. As we radial probability find kar rahe na, we are going away from the nucleus, the radius is increasing. With respect to R, we are plotting all these. Is that clear?
So, sir, basically, this is for a particular point on the radius, right?
This is for a particular point along the radius. All these are different points along the radius. At this particular point, the probability of finding the electron is maximum. Okay? This is radius. This is a oneness shell. ये सब oneness shell. इसके पीछे भी रहेगा. ये इस एक्सिस पे ये न्यूक्लियस है तो इस साइड और इस साइड भी होगा ना. The same graph you can draw this way also. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Agreed?
Yes, sir.
Okay. 2s orbital के लिए again initially this is dominating, so increase होगा. बाद में this becomes dominating, so decrease हुआ. बाद में both of them are increasing. Both of them are increasing, hence the overall result will be increasing. इसलिए peak बढ़ा देखो. The peak got increased. So this is not the radius of maximum probability. This will become the radius of maximum probability. उसके बाद this is dominating. So यहाँ clear है? You have along the radius, you have a specific point where the probability of finding the electron is 0. Everyone understand this. That particular point is called as node. Along the radius, you are having a point where the probability of finding the electron is 0. That particular point is called as node, or in this case, it is called as radial node. This is along the radius. And a shell is three-dimensional, it can be present in all the directions. So if you are rotating that particular point in a plane, what you will form? You will be forming a circle. Okay. If you are rotating that particular point in all three-dimensional regions, what will form? You will be forming a shell. Okay. Or you will be forming a spherical surface. Agreed? So that particular region, on that particular spherical surface, the probability of finding the electron is 0. Agreed? That is called a spherical node. How is a spherical node formed? By extending the radial node in all the directions. So the number of spherical nodes or the number of radial nodes will mean the same. Understand this. Clear hai? Okay. The number of radial nodes or the spherical nodes is given by formula n minus L minus 1. For 1s you have 0. इसलिए यहाँ पे कुछ नहीं दिखा आपको. For 2s you have 1. For 3s you have 2. For 4p also you have 2. So we won't be having these graphs psi of 3s, psi of 2p, 4p. ये graphs नहीं है हमारे syllabus में. But you can predict the probability graph. ये graph you can predict that by knowing the number of radial nodes. As 3s or 4p are having 2 radial nodes, this particular graph must touch the x-axis at 2 different points. Agreed? The peaks will continuously increase. The peaks will continuously increase because as it is 4p, fourth shell में थोड़ा दूर जाके उसका probability ज़्यादा रहना चाहिए. Agreed? Clear है?
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
I hope यहाँ तक सबको clear है. Let us go to the next concept. Concept of nodes. Basically, we have 2 different types of nodes. One already हमने पढ़ा है called radial. Radial nodes, also called as
Spherical nodes.
spherical nodes. Very good. What is the formula for that?
N minus L minus 1.
Given by n minus L minus 1. The second type of node are called as planar nodes. Sometimes also referred to as angular node. Planar node or angular node, which is given by the formula L. Okay. What can be the radial node के लिए already हमने definition लिखा है. The point along the radius where the probability of finding the electron is 0. Okay. What can be the definition for a planar node? You can define it as a plane on which, can you continue the definition? A plane on which the probability
of finding the electron is 0.
Is 0.
Probability of finding electron is 0. Okay. The plane above which the probability of finding the electron is 0. How to get this? ये जो planar node है, it is based on the shape of the subshell. If you take S subshell or if you take S orbital, what is the shape of S orbital?
It's
It's spherical.
Yes.
yes.
Okay. If you have a spherical geometry, you are having different probabilities at different regions, which is given by radial probability. Can you pass any plane? Can you pass a plane through the S orbital such that the probability of finding the electron on that given plane will be 0? Is it possible? Or else you can consider this S orbital as an orange. You are trying to cut the orange. After cutting the orange, on that particular knife, you should not have any of the orange material. Is that possible?
No.
No, right?
No. No.
Can you pass any plane through this particular S orbital where the probability of finding the electron on the plane has to be 0? It is not possible. Agreed? So what should be the number of planar nodes for S orbital?
0.
0. Planar nodes के लिए formula क्या दिया मैंने अभी will be equals to L, which is equals to 0. Agreed? If I take a p orbital, what is the shape of p orbital?
Dumbbell.
The shape is dumbbell, and you have different shapes. This is px. According to formula, what should be the number of planar nodes for p orbital?
1.
It has to be 1. Okay. You need to pass a plane through the p orbital such that the probability of finding the electron on the plane has to be 0. If this is px, can you tell me any plane that is passing through this particular px, which is having the probability of finding the electron on that plane as 0? Anyone? This is y-axis. यहाँ पे आपको and line coming out of this particular plane of paper, will be the z axis. If I take yz plane, about that yz plane, on this side you are having probability of finding the electron, on this side you have probability of finding the electron, बीच में nucleus है ना. So the plane which is yz, can I say that particular yz plane is the planar node for px?
Yes.
Understand this, everyone. You are
Yes, sir.
having a px orbital, the yz plane is nothing but the planar node. Agreed?
Yes.
So for this, yz plane acts as I hope this is clear to everyone. Similarly, if you are having py, this is pz. Okay. py के लिए कौन सा प्लेन रहेगा?
XZ.
xz प्लेन pz के लिए xy होगा. xy planar node. Any doubt, anyone?
No, sir.
So what are the number of planar nodes for p subshell? Fast. Number of planar nodes for p subshell.
3.
3. Each orbital has 1. So total number of planar nodes are equal to 3. p subshell के लिए आपको रहेंगे 3. Okay. If you take d orbital, what is the value of L for D?
2.
2. So how many planar nodes must be present?
2.
कितना? 2 ही होंगे ना?
2 है sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Give me 1 minute. Suppose मान लेते हैं this is dxy, dyz, dxz. Can you tell me the planes acting as planar nodes for dxy? The planes acting as planar nodes for dxy. According to the formula, the value of L is 2. So you need to have 2 planar nodes per orbital. What are the
XZ and YZ.
xz and yz? Very good. If you take this xz plane, ये वाला plane, okay, xz plane and yz plane, you are having the orbital electron density in this region, but इस region में और इस region में नहीं है ना? Okay, this particular plane and this particular plane can act as planar nodes. Agreed?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So यहाँ पे mark कर लेते हैं xz and yz planar nodes. Okay. For dyz, this is dxy. This is dyz. This is dxz. Yeah. Tell me the planar nodes for dyz fast.
XY and XZ.
Fine, sir.
xy and xz. Any doubt, anyone?
No, sir.
वेरी गुड. dxz के लिए
X, Y,
XY?
Y, Z. Y, Z.
Okay. What are the other orbitals of d? What are the other orbitals?
Dx square.
X
dx
square,
square y dx square y square matlab you will be having lobes along x and y axis. This is y axis, this is x axis. This will be called as dx square y square. Okay. Can you identify the two planar nodes? See, ये जो particular plane होगा.
Triangle.
Agreed? ये plane और ये वाला plane. In planes के लिए equations, we won't be writing the equation, but we will be giving some information. The information is, ये जो particular line है, this is y equal to x. ये जो particular line है, this is y equal to minus x. Agreed? बोल सकता हूँ? So the planes containing the lines y equal to x and y equal to minus x will act as planar nodes. Just for reference. हम मैथ्स में पढ़ रहे हैं यहाँ पे इस प्लेन का इक्वेशन भी लिख सकते हैं हम, बट नॉट रिक्वायर्ड. द प्लेन्स containing y equal to x line and y equal to minus x line will be acting as planar nodes. Okay?
yes sir.
Is that clear?
हाँ.
Yeah. So यहाँ पे एक इंफॉर्मेशन लिख लेते हैं. Planes having y equal to x and y equal to minus x act as. Arman, please put your video on. Act as two planar nodes. Clear है? बाकी लोग भी अपना वीडियो ऑन रखो.
हाँ सर.
रुद्राज. All those people who regularly put their video on. Very good. आप लोग तो रोज ऑन ही रखना. लास्ट क्या बच गया? dz square. Okay. Okay, this is the orbital of dz square. You will be having a dumbbell. Around that you are having a ring. Okay. According to the formula, this dz square should also have two planar nodes. Can you identify them? इस केस में we may not have a plane, but you can have a cone. Everyone try to understand this. This is a cone. This is another cone. On this particular conical surface, inside this cone, you are having this particular orbital. Inside this cone, you are having this particular orbital. but on the conical region, there is never an electron density. Okay, and this particular cone is also not touching this ring. This particular node is called as either conical node. They sometimes refer to that as conical node, or you can say that as an angular node. एक plane को if you rotate it by some angle, एक plane को rotate कर लिया तो you will be forming that cone ना. Plane को ऐसा rotate कर लो, you will form the cone. Agreed?
Yes, sir.
Hence it
Yes.
is called as angular node. Okay. We won't be using the term planar node, plane for this. We will be using the term angular, or you can also call it as conical node. How many conical nodes do you have for d z square?
Two.
Two.
2. Okay. Conical node or angular node. We won't be giving the equations for that. Simply say you have 2 conical nodes. Can anyone tell me total number of nodes for D subshell?
10.
Yes, 10.
10. 10 होगा. Planar nodes for D subshell. It will be 5 into 2, which is equal to 10. Is this clear, everyone? The concept of nodes? Yeah, Neeral, tell me.
Sir, in dz square, there is a region between nucleus and the ring. So, in that region is the probability of finding electron 0.
It is 0. It is 0. मतलब ये जो रिंग है, मैं यहाँ पे आपको ज्यादा स्पेस दिखाया, उतना ज्यादा स्पेस नहीं रहेगा. In that particular space, we will be fitting only this particular conical node. Okay, Neeral? इसके अराउंड, इसको सराउंड करते ही वो रिंग आ जाएगा. मैं यहाँ पे ड्रॉ करते समय यू फील दैट देयर इज लॉट ऑफ स्पेस लेफ्ट आउट. एक्चुअल में इसको सराउंड करते हुए वो रिंग रहेगा.
Okay, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
clear है? You will be mentioning only the conical node. Is that clear, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Number of planar nodes करके यहाँ पे लिखा because they can also have radial node, but radial node is a function of n also, n minus l minus 1. So इसलिए total number of nodes एक क्वेश्चन देता हूँ आपको, अभी समझ में आ जाएगा. See if they're asking only radial nodes, if they're asking only planar nodes, if they are not mentioning anything, you need to calculate the total number of nodes. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. इसका और better diagram draw कर सकते हैं हम. एक, if you give me 1 minute, इसको ऐसा कुछ draw करते हैं. Okay.
Yes, sir.
अब clear है? In this region, you are having a electron density. So this will be the conical node. Clear है?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good.
Yes, sir.
Solve this question, everyone.
Sir,
Yeah.
sir, is number of planar node equal to 12?
Number of planar nodes per orbital is equals to L. Per orbital is equals to L. Total number of orbitals are 2L plus 1, na?
Yes.
So 2L plus 1 into L.
Okay.
वो रहेगा
So
फॉर्मूला
12
अगर
square
चाहिए
plus
तो. ओके, वैसा लिख सकते हो, बट उतना जरूरत क्या है? नंबर ऑफ ऑर्बिटल्स आपको पता ही है ना.
हाँ sir.
How many nodal planes are there in atomic orbitals for principal quantum number n equal to 3. Solve this question. How many nodal planes are there in atomic orbitals for principal quantum number n equal to 3? मतलब they are asking about planar nodes. Planar nodes में ही आपको angular node को भी count करना चाहिए. They will not separately mention angular node. In the planar node only, we will be calculating the conical node or the angular node. For the next test, you will be having only atomic structure, entire atomic structure. And next week, we will be starting mole concept. So all students who are new will also understand that particular chapter. Don't worry at all, but you need to plan. All new students need to plan and finish these. I think आज के lecture को include करके you will be having 21 lectures in total. Finish all these 21 lectures. Starting lectures जो है that is only introduction, पहले 10 lectures. उसके बाद से जो भी lectures रहेंगे, those are most important for atomic structure. So starting lectures आप लोग 1.5x speed पे रख के you just understand the concepts. बाद वाले lectures जो है, try to understand them in detail, how to write the electronic configuration and all. Very important. Okay. During the chapter of mole concept, I will try to take some remedial lectures for atomic structure for all the new students. Don't expect all the lectures to repeat. Some lectures I will be taking just for revision. Okay. ऐसा कुछ करते हैं, पहले 1 to 21 है ना, 1 to 6 lectures आप लोग करके आओ. 1 to 6 lectures का overall revision करवाता हूँ. उसके बाद 6 to 12 करके आओ, overall revision. 12 to 21 overall revision. Okay, all new students. ऐसा कुछ प्लान करते हैं. Mole concept we will start from beginning again. So पहले जो लोग अटेंड किए थे उनके लिए रिवीजन जैसा होगा. एंड स्टार्टिंग 5 लेक्चर्स के बाद आपको फिर से नया स्टार्ट हो जाएगा. How many nodal planes are there in atomic orbitals for principal quantum number n equals to 3? n equals to 3 में आपको सबशेल्स क्या क्या रहेंगे?
0,
What is
1 and
the- Okay. n equals to 3 में you have subshells l equals to 0, l equals to 1 and l equals to 2. Agreed? l equals to 0 मतलब आपको s हो गया, l equals to 1 मतलब p हो गया, l equals to 2 मतलब d हो गया. They're asking about nodal planes. Per orbital लिखता हूं यहाँ पे. Per orbital nodal plane. Planar node और nodal plane दोनों सेम ही है. ओके. प्लेनार नोड और नोडल प्लेन. पर ऑर्बिटल नोडल प्लेन कितने हैं? एस के लिए 0. नंबर ऑफ नोडल प्लेन्स इज गिवन बाय द वैल्यू ऑफ एल. सो इसके लिए 1 होगा, डी के लिए 2 रहेगा. एग्रीड?
yes.
टोटल टोटल नोडल प्लेन्स, इसके लिए फिर से 0 रहेगा, इसके लिए 3 टाइम्स 1 इक्वल्स टू 3, इसके लिए 5 टाइम्स 2 इक्वल्स टू 10। टोटल कितना हो गया? 13 ना?
Yes, sir.
13 in the third shell. Agreed?
Yes.
I hope this is clear everyone. क्वेश्चन क्या पूछा है वो देखो। नोडल प्लेन्स इन n equals to 3, n equals to 3 में क्या क्या ऑर्बिटल्स है देख लो। यू हैव s p and d। p में 3 ऑर्बिटल्स है, हर एक ऑर्बिटल में 1 है, सो p का 3 रहेगा। d में 5 ऑर्बिटल्स है, हर एक ऑर्बिटल में 2 है, सो उसका 10 रहेगा। 10 + 3 टोटल 13। आई होप दिस इज क्लियर।
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, next question. Find total number of nodes. In this case, they are not mentioning if they are radial nodes or planar nodes. So you need to calculate all the nodes. Total number of nodes present for each subshell of n equals to 4 and also find total nodes in n equals to 4 shell. मतलब आपको each subshell में find करने के बाद उसको add कर लिया तो you will get total number of nodes. Please try to answer this question. First try to understand what they are exactly asking. उसके बाद अब go forward. Total number of nodes present for each subshell of n equals to 4. n equals to 4 में सबसे पहले क्या क्या subshells रहेगा वो बता देना मुझे।
S, P, D and F.
n equals to 4 में आपको l equals to 0 that is S, l equals to 1 that is P, 2 D, 3 F ये रहेंगे। S subshell में total number of nodes पूछ रहे हैं। Total number of nodes मतलब you need to add the planar nodes along with the radial nodes.
Yes.
Okay. Proceed. Okay, 14 nodes. 40 total nodes क्या Arnav? 40, 42.
Sir.
Total nodes are 40, not the right answer. 40 is not the right answer. Please check. Forty-two is also not the right answer. Right now, कितना participants है? That is the right answer. The number of participants right now. कितना है?
48.
48.
हाँ, 48 is the right answer. Arman, what is the answer for S subshell? Arman?
सर आपका आवाज नहीं आ रहा.
Sir, you're not audible.
Sir, you are not audible.
सर आपकी आवाज नहीं आ रही.
Recording in progress.
2 minutes. What I will do is, I will calculate number of nodes in each subshell. Okay. If I take S subshell, in the S subshell, I will calculate the total number of radial nodes and the total number of planar nodes. Similarly, for P subshell, I will calculate the total radial and planar. First, I will calculate per orbital and I will be multiplying it with total number of orbitals to get the number of nodes in the given subshell. Okay.
Okay,
What
sir.
I will do is per orbital, I will calculate first. I will multiply that with total number of orbitals in the given subshell to get the total number of nodes in a given subshell. Samjha? So S subshell mein, I will calculate radial nodes and planar nodes. Radial nodes के लिए formula क्या है? N minus
minus
L
L
minus 1, and the radial nodes we are finding it for 4s. So it is 4 minus 0 minus 1, which is equals to 3 radial nodes. 3 radial nodes per orbital. S में एक ही orbital है, so no confusion. Okay. What will be the number of planar nodes?
0.
Equals to the value of L, which is equals to 0. So what are total nodes? Total nodes in S subshell कितना हो गया? Equals to 3. Any doubt? Okay, this is for S subshell. Next P subshell. आप लोग मुझे बताते रहना P subshell में radial nodes per orbital. ओके, रेडियल नोड्स हर एक ऑर्बिटल में कितना है, 4px में कितना है, 4py में कितना है, वैसा. ओके, 4p हो गया पर ऑर्बिटल इट इज n minus
Minus N minus 1.
L minus 1, which is equals to 4 minus 1 minus 1, which is equals to 2.
Yes.
Okay. Similarly, planar nodes per orbital. क्योंकि इसमें 3 ऑर्बिटल्स है ना, एक ऑर्बिटल में कितना है पहले फाइंड कर रहा हूं. इक्वल्स टू L, which is equals to 1.
Yes.
Agreed?
Yes.
So what are total nodes per orbital?
1 node per orbit.
1 node per orbital कहाँ आया? Total nodes per orbital. Radial nodes कितना है?
3 आएगा.
2 है और planar node 1 है. Total कितना है? 3 है. Okay. So what are total nodes in P subshell?
9.
Which is equals to 3 into 3, which is equals to 9. समझा?
हाँ सर.
Any doubt? So ये हो गया, पहले 3 है अभी 9 है. नेक्स्ट कौन सा सबशेल है? डू ऑल दिस थिंग्स आप लोग. अभी डी सबशेल है. सबसे पहले क्या कैलकुलेट कर रहे हैं हम?
Radial.
रेडियल नोड्स पर ऑर्बिटल.
Yes.
रेडियल नोड्स per orbital of 4d. Radial nodes find करने के लिए you need to know the value of n, which is equals to
4
n minus L minus 1, which is equals to 4 minus 2 minus 1, which is equals to 1. एक ऑर्बिटल के लिए. प्लेनर नोड्स per orbital
2
equals to L, which is equals to 2. Agreed? Okay. Total nodes per orbital. यहाँ पे भी फिर से 3 आए हैं ना?
हाँ सर।
व्हाट इज द ऑब्जर्वेशन? एक बार देखो, इजीली करने के लिए टोटल नोड्स पर ऑर्बिटल कितना है यहाँ? इक्वल्स टू 3।
3
यहाँ पे भी टोटल नोड्स पर ऑर्बिटल कितना है?
3
यहाँ पे भी टोटल नोड्स पर ऑर्बिटल, एस सबशेल में एक ही ऑर्बिटल है ना, 3।
हाँ 3
एग्रीड?
yes
So what will be the total nodes per orbital every time?
3
In this case it is 3. एक मिनट, लास्ट
N
के लिए
minus-
फॉर्मूला, हाँ एग्जैक्टली, लास्ट के लिए फॉर्मूला पेस्ट कर लेते हैं, लास्ट वाला पार्ट के लिए। सो टोटल नोड्स पर डी सबशेल, पर नहीं इन, टोटल नोड्स इन डी सबशेल कितना हो जाएंगे? इक्वल्स टू 5 times 3 which is equals to 15. Okay, next final, before going into that, what are total nodes per orbital equal to? Formula: total nodes per orbital equals to radial nodes plus planar nodes. Agreed? Radial nodes कितने हैं? n minus l minus 1. planar nodes कितना है? l. कितना आया? n minus 1.
-1
Okay,
yes
so simply it is fourth shell है ना, so हर एक ऑर्बिटल के लिए कितना रहेगा? हर एक ऑर्बिटल के लिए 4 minus 1 which is equals to 3. Okay, number of orbitals in fourth shell कितना है?
16.
n square which is equals to 16. 16 into 3 48. हो गया क्वेश्चन वहीं पे। मैं आपको इंडिविजुअली सबशेल्स में, हर एक सबशेल्स में भी कैलकुलेट कैसे करेंगे? एस सबशेल में एक ही ऑर्बिटल है 1 into 3, पी सबशेल में 3 ऑर्बिटल्स है 3 into 3, डी सबशेल में 5 into 3, एफ सबशेल में, अभी एफ में डायरेक्टली लिख लेंगे, एफ सबशेल number of nodes per orbital, फोर एफ दिया है ना, which is equals to n minus 1 which is equals to 4 minus 1 equals to 3. So what will be the total nodes?
3 into 7.
In F subshell equals to 7 times 3 equals to 21. सबको ऐड कर लेना, 21 plus 15 plus 9 plus 3. What you will get?
48.
48. Okay, agreed? Clear है?
yes sir
और सेकंड से
Yes, sir.
number of orbitals into nodes per orbital equals to total nodes, which is n square into
And
n
minus
minus 1. Don't remember as formula, क्योंकि ऐसा है तो बहुत सारा formulas हो जाएंगे. Just understand that as number of orbitals into number of nodes per orbital. Nodes per orbital will be n minus 1. Number of orbitals आपको n square पता ही है, so on the spot you can derive the formula.
Okay,
Agreed?
sir.
I
Yes, sir.
hope this is clear to everyone. Let's go to another question. this question will test your understanding on Schrodinger's equation or the probability. I am giving you the function of psi of 2s, only the radial function, radial part. Psi of 2s equals to 1 upon 4 root 2 pi times 1 upon a naught whole power 3 by 2 into 2 minus r upon a naught whole power e power minus r upon a naught. देखो ये जो psi है, it is a function of e power x, e power minus x दिया है ना. This is the function of psi of 2s. Don't worry at all. If you understood the concept of radial probability, easy है. Where a naught is radius of Bohr's orbit, मतलब वो जो 0.529 है ना, that is the value of a naught. Okay. Find location of radial node. Find location of radial node. Solve this question. You can start solving, Narendra Avasthi. End of chapter, you can start solving, Narendra Avasthi. You can solve all the questions. I'll give you homework questions today. Okay. In the next lecture, we will discuss that homework. Along with that, I will make short notes for this particular chapter. Okay, during the lecture only. So please attempt all those questions. Solve, Narendra Avasthi. Tomorrow is the holiday, right, for you? So
Yes.
solve, Narendra Avasthi, most of the questions, and definitely solve the homework questions. Any idea how to solve this?
No, sir.
स्क्वायर करना है दोनों से.
What is radial node? What is radial node? Everyone, come on. What is radial node?
n-1.
Don't tell me the formula. What is the definition of radial node?
Probability of not finding electron.
Probability of not finding electron, or where the probability of finding the electron is 0.
Yes.
What is probability? What is probability? Psi square into
Volume.
volume, which is 4 pi r square dr. This is nothing but
Yes.
probability. Agreed? So ये जो probability है, this is the radial probability. Agreed? यही किया है ना? This has to be equal to 0 for radial node. Any doubt? No matter how
No, sir.
complex equation they give, always this question is most important for your JEE Advanced. No matter how complex equation they give, always you need to do this. Radial probability equals to 0. What is radial probability? Probability density function multiplied by the volume. Psi square into 4 pi r square dr equals to 0. Psi square करके बताना एक बार. इक्वल्स टू psi of 2s है ना यहाँ पे 1/4 pi √2 pi into a naught whole power 3/2 into 2 minus r upon a naught into e power minus r upon a naught होल स्क्वायर हो जाएगा साइज स्क्वायर मतलब एग्रीड इनटू
Yes, sir.
4 pi r square dr this must be equal to 0
Yes.
ये जो dr है dr tends to 0 but dr not equals to 0 ना ओके dr जो टर्म है it is infinitesimally small dr is never equals to 0 agreed so
हाँ, sir.
for this to be 0 क्या होना चाहिए either r has to be 0 मतलब ये वाला पार्ट सबसे पहले समझा लेता हूँ ये 0 होने के लिए क्या होना चाहिए ये वाला r 0 हुआ तो ओवरऑल दिस विल बी 0 बिकॉज आई एम मल्टीप्लाइंग दिस विद दिस एनी डाउट r 0 का मतलब क्या है दैट इज द न्यूक्लियस
Yes.
दैट इज ऑब्वियस पॉइंट ना हमने ग्राफ्स में भी वही देखा ग्राफ्स में भी यहाँ पे 0 ही रहता है यू शुड नॉट कॉल दिस पॉइंट एज नोड बिकॉज दैट इज एन ऑब्वियस पॉइंट वो नोड होगा ही है एग्रीड ये वाला पॉइंट इनफिनिट डिस्टेंस पे यहाँ पे ऑर्बिटल ही खत्म हो गया ना ऑर्बिटल खत्म हो गया तो वहां पे प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ फाइंडिंग द इलेक्ट्रॉन इज 0 ओनली सो दिस आल्सो शुड नॉट बी कंसिडर्ड एज रेडियल नोड और एल्स ये वाला पॉइंट शुड नॉट बी कंसिडर्ड एज रेडियल नोड्स दिस पॉइंट इज रेडियल नोड एग्रीड
Yes.
एवरीवन अंडरस्टूड सो यहाँ पे
Yes.
r equals to 0 it is obvious it is nucleus position of nucleus so उसको नहीं लेना है ओके यहाँ पे इस पर्टिकुलर टर्म को देखो this entire thing is a constant it should not be equals to 0 इसको स्क्वायर किया तो मैं यहाँ पे देखना मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ अंडरस्टैंड दिस मैथमेटिक्स either this particular part has to be equals to 0 or this has to be equals to 0 if r equals to 0 न्यूक्लियस हो गया not a radial node समझा एनी डाउट ये वाला पार्ट 0 का मतलब क्या है प्लीज स्क्वायर दैट इफ यू डू स्क्वायर ऑफ इट दिस एंटायर थिंग इज सम कांस्टेंट एवरीवन इसको मैं बार बार लिख नहीं पा रहा हूँ आई एम कॉलिंग दिस एज सम k ओके इट इज k square into 2 minus r upon a naught whole square into e power minus 2r upon a naught x y z whole power m is x power m y power m z power m agreed so
Yes,
this
sir.
is this part 2 this part 2 and this part 2 in order to be this as 0 हम वही कर रहे हैं ना I want this to be equals to 0 okay either this is 0 or this is 0 right अगर ये 0 होने के लिए क्या क्या होना चाहिए again this can be 0 or this can be 0 agreed when when will this be 0
E should be equal to 0.
no when will this be 0 ये e power minus x है e power minus 2r upon a naught can be written as e power 1 by 2r upon a naught अगर r जो वैल्यू है इनफाइनाइट हो गया तो दिस वैल्यू विल बिकम वेरी ह्यूज 1 by infinity कितना होता है 0
0.
okay so this will be equals to 0 this can tend to 0 if r tends to infinite r tends to infinite का
हाँ.
मतलब क्या है? ओ ऑर्बिटल वहां पे खत्म. That is an obvious point again. समझा?
Yes.
So what is the thing that is left? एक ही चीज बचा है. This should be equals to 0. मतलब क्या हुआ? 2 minus r upon a naught equals to 0. This
Yes.
implies r equals to 2a naught. This is the point. मतलब वो 2s के लिए और जो भी पॉइंट आया था ना रेडियल प्रोबेबिलिटी 0 दैट इज 2a naught. मतलब 2 into 0.529 एंगस्ट्रॉम्स. समझा? This is basic maths.
Yes, sir.
ये जो एनालिसिस है, this analysis should be obvious to you. आपको मैं इतना ही बता सकता हूँ. इधर से आगे का एनालिसिस आपको ही करना है. The probability is equals to 0. ये 0 होने के लिए according to maths either this can be 0 or this can be 0. You need to analyze when will this be 0? If r equals to 0, but it is a nucleus. Nucleus पे obviously 0 ही है. That should not be considered as radial node. ये वाला function कब 0 हो सकता है? When this is equals to 0 or this equals to 0. ये कब 0 होगा? When r is very very huge. क्योंकि e power minus x है ना, 1 by e power x. Okay? If r tends to infinity, here, if r tends to infinity, this particular function will be 0. Okay? r infinity का मतलब क्या है? It is the end of the orbital. Infinite distance पे obviously probability of finding the electron is 0, right? Everyone,
Yes.
I hope this is clear. So केवल बचा हमको यही है. So इसको 0 इक्वेट कर लो. Blindly जो भी फंक्शन देते हैं ना, e पावर पार्ट्स को, ये बाकी पार्ट्स को छोड़ दो. इस पार्ट को इक्वल टू 0 कर लो. बट लॉजिक समझ में आया क्यों इसको 0 कर रहे हैं? Most of the coaching institutes, in fact all the coaching institutes will simply say इसको 0 कर लेना, you will get the answer. Okay, what is the reason behind it? We are equating the probability equals to 0. Probability already हमने समझा कैसे करना है. Psi square multiplied by 4 pi r square dr.
हाँ.
Okay, समझा? No matter how
Yes, sir.
complex the equation they give, exclusively for JEE Advanced, NEET students can relax. They can sit back and relax. Don't worry. Exclusively for JEE Advanced, no matter how complex equation they give, equate that to 0. Sometimes there will be a quadratic. Quadratic पे क्या होगा? 2 पॉइंट से आएगा आपको, क्योंकि कभी कभी रेडियल नोड्स 2 है ना. Okay,
हाँ, sir.
you can
sir.
get quadratic के बाद trinomial. In that case you will get 3 solutions. मतलब 3 नोड्स है. So on so forth. Clear?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. End of atomic structure chapter. I think we have successfully completed this chapter. Thank you everyone.